The Aegean Sea and its collection of beautiful islands are framed by the coastlines of mainland Greece and Turkey. Millions of tourists of all nationalities come here every year. 3,000 years ago, it was just as popular. The ports of the Aegean would have been crammed with families, workers, soldiers and kings, travelling for trade and to fight. The cities of ancient Greece were often at war with each other. I want to find out more about this vast and complicated civilization, to dig out the real stories behind the myths.
And I'm not just going to the well-known tourist spots, of course not. I'm headed off the beaten track.
I'm Alice Roberts, and I'm travelling hundreds of miles through what is now Greece and Turkey, looking into the flowering of classical civilization from ancient Greece to the Romans.
Oh my goodness, that's wonderful.
To discover this region's vital role as the birthplace of Plato, Socrates, and Alexander the Great, mythology, theatre, and democracy. I'm halfway through my adventure discovering ancient Greek civilization, and I'm in the middle of the Aegean Sea on the beautiful island of Paros. From Thessaloniki, I've travelled down to Athens and Corinth before taking a 5-hour journey on a ferry. And now Paros will be my base as I travel to the islands around it to learn more about ancient Greece in this stunning part of the world. Islanders here have been travelling by boat for thousands of years. This morning, I'm heading to Delos. It's virtually uninhabited, but the ancient remains there are a big draw for the tourists. Every day, this ferry does a round trip from Paros to Delos and Mykonos, and then back to Paros again.
Woo! So this is the sacred island of Delos, sacred to Apollo, where representatives from all over Greece came in the 5th century BCE to sign up to the Delian League, to promise to Athens that they would form an alliance against the Persians. And that also involved paying quite a hefty tribute to Athens as well. And this is a central meeting place for all of the Greeks. There is that sacred nature to it, but also it was just geographically right in the middle, so everybody could come together here. And they did regularly anyway. There were Delian games which brought people together from all over the Aegean. As we know, the Greeks really enjoyed coming together for festivals and games. Wow! Oh my goodness, look at this, it's just all there. Look at that. We are just coming into the ancient port of Delos. And the archaeology is right up to the shoreline. It goes all the way up the hill here. It's enormous. Oh, the best approach to an archaeological site anywhere, surely.
Although it's one of the smaller islands in the Aegean, Delos was considered deeply sacred in antiquity. And there's evidence that people have been living here for at least 5,000 years.
1:30 departure time, okay?
1:30.
1:30.
Lovely. Effarista.
I'm meeting Maria, an archaeologist who's been working here on Delos for the past 9 years.
Maria,
Hi, Alice. Welcome to Delos.
Kalimera.
Kalimera.
What an incredible approach to an archaeological site.
Yes, indeed.
I've never experienced anything like it, and it's wonderful.
And you know what you experienced is what the ancient people did.
Yeah,
you know,
riding by
coming
ship.
from Naxos and Paros to visit the great sanctuary of Apollo on
yeah.
Delos.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same. They were coming with a boat,
Right.
you know, and visited the great sanctuary.
Where should we start then, Maria?
Let's go and visit, I think, the sanctuary of the gods.
In the first millennium BCE, Delos grew into an immensely prosperous port and a religious centre, with a famous sanctuary to the sun god Apollo, who, according to mythology, was born on the island alongside his twin sister Artemis, the moon goddess. Pilgrims came from all over Greece to worship Apollo here.
So what are we entering here, Maria?
Here we are inside the sanctuary of the temple, and actually, this is one of the earliest buildings. This is called the Oikos of Naxians, the house of Naxians.
Yeah.
We don't know if it was a temple of the god or not,
Right.
but we know that it is the first building that it had marble roof tiles, because the marble tiles were invented by the Naxian.
It seems like quite an unusual style. I mean, you've got a rectangular building
With a central,
with a
central
central row of
colonnade.
columns.
This is because it is very early, and the
Yeah.
people were afraid that the roof is going to fall down.
Yeah, yeah.
So they had the central colonnade
Because
to
of the
support
weight of it, with these marble
Exactly,
tiles.
exactly.
Yeah, I haven't
Colonnade.
seen that before. I haven't seen that central
Well,
row
if
of
you go to
columns.
Naxos, you are going to see it. We have some temples like
We're not
that.
going to Naxos.
next time,
Oh,
next
I know,
time, in your
next
next,
time.
in your next trip.
Yeah.
And here the Naxians, besides the temple, they have dedicated a huge kouros, a huge colossal kouros.
This is the base of
to
the
Apo-
statue.
This is the base of one statue, measuring like 10 to 11 meters.
And this base, was that originally one slab of stone, Maria?
Exactly. There was one stone.
That's huge.
Yes. You see this inscription? This is archaic scripture.
Right.
And the Naxians were boasting that they made the statue and the base from the same marble block.
Oh my goodness.
They were really, that was a really an achievement for the
Yeah.
for the period. And in 15th century, we have some travelers coming here and designing, you know, and
Yeah,
we know it was
yeah.
almost standing. Okay, it
As
was
late as
standing.
the 15th
it was standing
century.
15th century, but
Yeah.
then the travelers have started coming, and each one was trying to take a part of it.
Oh, no.
Until 1671, it had its head. The kouros had its head. Then we lost it with a ship around 1673.
So somebody had taken it.
Yes. I hope it's in a museum or in a house somewhere, not in the bottom of
At
the
the bottom
sea.
of the sea. Yeah.
But
How extraordinary.
over there, where you see the green trees,
Yeah.
it used to be the sacred lake. And the lions are looking to the sacred lake. We are going to see them right now. So we are still inside the sanctuary.
So it's huge, this sanctuary.
It's huge. So there are the lions. You can see them.
Yeah.
And you see they were guarding the road from the sanctuary to the birthplace of the god.
Yeah. How many do you think there were originally?
So there were from 9 to 17 lions made of Naxian stone,
Yeah.
dated to late 7th century BC. They were guarding the road here and they were watching the sacred lake.
Yeah.
You don't see anywhere trees.
This is where the
but
water
for here,
is.
because the underneath there was water, it was dried out in the 20s, 30s, something like that, because there was malaria on the island.
Okay.
The workers had malaria,
Yeah.
so that's why they dried it out.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the lake.
That's the
where,
lake.
in legend, Apollo and Artemis were born.
In the middle of the lake, there used to be a palm tree,
Yeah.
and there Leto grabbed the palm tree and she gave birth to the twins.
Yeah.
Artemis first, when it was still night, and then Apollo. And when Apollo was born, day also started.
Ah, so that's
The day was
interesting
born.
because Apollo is kind of a sun god as well, and Artemis is
Yes,
associated
exactly.
with the moon.
And Artemis is the moon, the
Yeah.
moon goddess.
So where now? To the city?
Yes.
Delos was a hugely successful commercial hub in the Mediterranean, and many rich merchants chose to make it their home, building themselves palatial houses.
Around the atrium, there are rooms. In the ground floor, there are no windows to the street because the street is full of noise, full of smells. Can you imagine 20,000 people packed living here? Okay, it
And
must
for
have been
security as well.
and security, of course, because these people were obviously wealthy.
Fabulously rich.
Fabulously rich, okay? But on the second floor, and we know that there is a second floor because there's a staircase over there, you're gonna see it. On the second floor are probably the house, the rooms of the family, and these rooms, they had the view to the sea.
Yes.
Okay, and windows and view to the sea. And here you can see the staircase climbing up to the second floor, but the second floor started after the column said it. So the ground floor, the ground floor was 560 because these columns are 560. So the ground floor was like a double floor of today architecture.
Absolutely stunning. It would have been magnificent. It is
Yes.
magnificent still.
Yes,
Isn't
it
it?
is. It
Yeah.
is.
We will get
Yes, we can.
This Hellenistic period of the city is so beautiful.
Yes, it is.
Gorgeous to walk
It's
through.
gorgeous.
And we're seeing Delos at the height of its powers. But yeah, you do wonder how it got there.
Exactly. How did it start?
Yeah.
What happened? It became the center of the Cyclades, the center of the cult of Apollo.
And so economically important, politically and economically.
And
important.
economically.
Still plenty of questions here.
Every time. And the more we know, the more questions we have.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see. The future will show us.
Are you hopeful?
Of course, we are hopeful.
You have to be as an archaeologist.
Yes, it's the...
Yeah.
Next on my tour is the Greek island of Mykonos. A complete contrast with Delos. In many ways, Delos's success was its undoing. In Roman times, it was attacked by enemies of Rome and pirates, and then it was abandoned and fell into ruin.
Beautiful windmills.
Mykonos, on the other hand, is full of life and has grown into the most popular tourist destination in the Cyclades.
It's a different world here on Mykonos. It's so populated compared with Delos. And we've got all these restaurants and cafes and shops coming right down to the waterfront. But what we have to do is imagine what Delos was like 2,000 years ago, 2,500 years ago, because it would have been just like this. Just as bustling and vibrant and colourful as Mykonos is today. And then it became abandoned. And it means that the archaeologists have really been able to understand it in its entirety. And of course, here on Mykonos, if we were to get down underneath these buildings, their foundations will be medieval. Underneath that Roman, underneath that Hellenistic. Civilization just keeps on going.
I'm back on the ferry, returning to Paros. I've a meeting this evening with a man who wants to preserve ancient island life against a tide of modernisation. But before then, I have a couple of hours to kill, and the sea is calling me.
Much as I like travelling by train, this is my favourite mode of transport.
The Aegean Islands, including this group, the Cyclades, are full of ancient history, good food, good wine, and the beautiful, beautiful Aegean. It's not surprising that thousands of tourists come here every year. In fact, Paros attracts 500,000 visitors every year. Tourism is a booming industry in Greece, a mainstay of the economy. But traditional island life is under threat. Farmland owned by generations of the same family is being scooped up by developers for apartments and hotels. I'm on my way to meet Pandelis at his traditional farmhouse in the highlands of Paros.
Pandelis.
Hi Alice, welcome.
Kalispera.
Welcome in my humble place.
So lovely. Is this a mulberry tree?
Yes, it is a mulberry tree and just now they start the fruits, but come to see the garden, please.
Oh, yes, please. Can I go through here?
Pandelis' farm has been in his family for 250 years, but now it's just down to him to keep the traditions going. He welcomes visitors to his home to experience the old ways of Greek island life.
And this is your garden, so what have you got growing here?
Just wheat. I will start to cut it in the next week.
Yeah, I was going to say it must be nearly
by
ready.
the hand.
Yeah.
It's totally handmade.
Yeah.
And under it's a vineyard, and down it's about 30 olives.
Yeah. What about animals? Do you keep any animals?
Not anymore. I have only chickens because I focus mostly in the vineyards and in the olives.
Yeah,
And in
yeah.
the vegetables because I have some guests and I like to offer them something
Yeah.
from this place. We can cut some zucchinis.
Yeah. Okay.
Pandelis is also insisting that I try his homemade wine and locally made cheese. But first, we're taking a look at his vineyard.
So do you live here all year round?
Mostly here it's my sanctuary.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And it's nice to keep it going, isn't it? So these are grapevines,
Yes, it's local vines.
and they're round bushes. They're not.
Yeah, it's
They're not on wires.
It's the cup system.
This is the traditional.
Yes, the traditional. It's very old. They follow this method here.
Yeah.
Because the people work the ground by the hand in the past.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes they used to plow with animals,
Yeah.
with donkeys or mules, but mostly they do by the hand.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all thousands of hectares, all the power, because all the Paros it was like that, all,
Yeah.
even up there, the top of this hill, it was vines everywhere.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's all gone.
Across there, it's now you see bushes or forest.
Yeah.
It was filled with a barley. I remember as a kid. Now it's
Really?
bushes.
Yeah.
And now
You can
they,
still see all the walls, can't you?
yeah, the
Terracing
walls
it
now they
up
fall
the
down.
hill.
Nobody's care, of course.
Yeah.
And now they try to clean it. I don't know if they do it sneaky or by the license because now it's a forest. Because probably they're going to build
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah.
Because the system here, because the people they need to produce food, not money.
Yeah.
They focus to
Yeah.
produce food. They have wheat, barley for the bread. They have the vines because they make wine and plenty of wine. The wine that goes every day in the table
Yeah.
was there all the time.
Yeah. But maybe there's something. I
We
mean,
feel a nostalgia for the
yeah.
past. And,
But I think it's really interesting what you're doing here. That you're trying to keep it going.
I try to
Yeah.
keep a small example
Yeah.
first for me and after.
Yeah, well, it's lovely to see as well, and it's really interesting to think about how much the landscape has changed in just the last few decades, really.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
fast. I mean, the Greek style of life to enjoy the life
Yeah.
does not exist anymore. I believe at 2000, 2005, 10, it was okay, but after start to change faster. Now
Yeah.
everybody's live to support the tourism, the big machine.
Are there other people like you who are
There is
resisting that?
It's some people like me, yes, few.
Yeah.
Only in Paros.
Yeah.
I know some people who it's younger of me, and this is very hopeful. But it's not so many. So it means we disappear sooner or later.
Yeah. I hope not. I hope you don't
Yeah.
disappear completely. Maybe more people will see what you're doing and try to
I
do
hope.
this as
I
well.
hope. I hope
Yeah.
to stay few.
Yeah.
I put a sign on the main road
Yeah.
in the Greek letters, homemade wine, but they never come Greeks.
Yeah.
They start to come Germans, English, or...
The English sign works.
yeah, so
Yeah.
people who they know Krasits mean wine. And it starts like that. The people discover me and let's test some wine.
Oh, that's a lovely, lovely looking zucchini. Thank you, Pandelise.
This is my olives,
Your
from my
olives.
trees.
Yeah.
This is a very local cheese, actually from the last lady here in the village who made this cheese.
Yeah. What's it called?
They call it Xinomyzithra, and it's an old style of cheese, maybe from the most ancient type of cheese who they made it.
Yeah.
We'll bring a little bit of bread and we
Right,
taste the
lovely.
wine. There's a nice bread.
It's your bread as well? From the wheat?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Lovely. Should we try the wine?
Welcome, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
To the future.
To the future. And the past. That is lovely. That's a really nice wine. This is so delicious, all of it. And I can see why you are such a proponent for the simple life. I mean, the tastes here, the flavours are just beautiful. And we're sitting here in this gorgeous place, listening to the grasshoppers.
We don't need much to be happy, I think. A little bit of wine, few good friends. So, cheers.
Yamas.
Yamas.
I really hope that Pandelise can find a successor to maintain his traditional Greek farm. It would be such a shame to see this remaining rural idyll disappear forever. Tomorrow, I'm heading to another island to catch up with my archaeologist friend Janos, who's going to show me the ancient Greek temple he's been working on for over 25 years. Janos!
Hi.
I think I can see the...
You can see the temple, yeah.
Shall we hop on, man?
Yes, let's go.
Janos has to be the busiest archaeologist in the Cyclades. And he's taking me to see a passion project which has taken up the last 25 years of his life. It's 2 short boat trips from Paros to Despotico to see the ancient Greek Temple of Apollo, but the times aren't scheduled, and in early spring there are only a few boats available.
So we have huge buildings here. So this is a very well protected harbor. This is the reason that they built this sanctuary in this precise position.
Was there a city?
This is a big problem. We don't have a city. We have a small settlement.
Right.
We have a lot of buildings, 25 buildings until now.
Yeah. So it's not a settlement with a temple.
Actually,
it's a temple
it's only
site.
a temple site
Yeah.
with a lot of buildings to help with the sanctuary.
And is that something you find across the islands? Do you find special spaces which are kind of purely religious sites of this way? Right. So is anybody living on Despotico today?
Nobody. We have a shepherd and around 800 goats.
Right.
Nothing else.
So there's fewer people here today than there were in ancient
Exactly.
Greece.
Yorgo,
See you in a bit, Yorgos.
Kamis.
Thank
Mia
you,
Paraikos.
Crystal.
So this is the boat of the shepherd.
Apollo was a very popular god in ancient Greece. I've already seen temples to him at Delphi, Corinth, and on Delos. And here's another one on this tiny island of Despotico.
That's it. That's the temple.
It's wow.
Oh, that's lovely.
So we have the temple, and next to the temple we have the Estiatorium. And now you're gonna see the whole temple.
And this is a Doric temple?
It's a Doric temple with Ionic elements.
Right. So what age are we talking about then if it's Doric?
6th century BC.
Yeah. So this has been reconstructed?
Yes. You're impressed?
It's beautiful. And I like the reconstruction. I like that it's not complete. You've just given people an idea.
No, it's not a Disneyland. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
we took permission from the Ministry of Culture. I'm employee of the government for 38 years, so it was not so easy to do the reconstruction.
Yeah. And did you largely have the foundations of the temple then? You knew what it looked like?
We knew. First, they built the temple,
Yeah.
and I'm going to show you from the other side. They knew that they want to add the Estiatorium, so
And what is the Estiatorium?
the Estiatorium is the dining rooms.
Oh, okay.
They had to sacrifice the animals in the altar. They had to consume the meat.
Yeah, yeah.
So they need a place where you consume the meat.
Right, it's a feast for the worshippers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come.
The sanctuary was built around 2,500 years ago and continued in use right up to the Roman period.
So you see this wall exists before, and then they add the stylobate.
So the colonnade is outside the temple wall? There's a wall down here?
There is an earlier wall, because then they add the stylobate. So this is an area of 550 BC. It's all
Okay.
marbles.
So there's not a solid wall behind
No.
these columns?
No. This
You walk
is the
through the
corridor.
columns into
Exactly.
this open space.
We have the original threshold.
Can I step
Actually,
down
we
on
had
that?
to create... What?
Can I step on it?
Yes.
Okay.
You're with me, so you can do whatever you want. Okay.
So we're through this doorway, and what are we
Yes.
entering here?
So this is the temple.
Oh, so that's just
That was
the
the
atrium. That's
exact.
just the
The
opening.
corridor, the prodomos, how we call it in Greek.
Yeah.
The proston, also, we call it in Greek. So this is the cult base. Okay,
And this is a pedestal?
exactly the cult base of the statue. Can you help me?
Yeah, yeah.
It's quite heavy, yeah?
What are we doing with it?
Turn it
Turn it
that way.
this way. Okay.
Okay, that goes here.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So this
yeah.
here, the marble technicians, they're gonna add that.
Yeah.
So the plane, this is the base,
There
so
we
the
go.
statue, the cast statue is going here.
Yeah. And so that would have been a statue of Apollo.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or Artemis, but
You didn't find it.
we have two pieces of the statue.
Yeah.
It's in Paros Museum. Okay, can you help me to
Yeah,
put it?
lift that back.
Okay. So actually you can see it from here. This,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we're very lucky to find it inside the room. To show you
yeah.
also
yeah.
the dining rooms. Okay. Come. This is the original floor.
So a cobbled floor.
Yeah, but there was a plaster on top. You see it
So
here?
these are the rooms that people are feasting in.
Yes. And why we say that? How were they eating? Look here what we have. This is for the cleaner, for the beds.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
How they were eating?
The couches. Yeah. So is it a continuous bench?
Exactly.
All
Benches,
around.
and they had to have light. So we have openings east and west,
Yeah.
both sides.
Yeah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, for the temple, only east. So this is west.
Do you think worshippers would have come and stayed here as well? Would they have slept
so they don't
overnight?
have a lot of buildings here that you're gonna see around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it all carries on up there.
We have a lot of buildings.
Yeah,
You come.
yeah.
28 until now.
I mean, it's a really precious opportunity to look at not just a temple, but everything else
of
that goes with
course.
it.
You didn't expect something like this, huh?
No, I did not.
You asked me about where the visitors, where the priests were staying.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
We have a lot of rooms and a lot of buildings. You are impressed?
It's wonderful to see the context of this
Now
temple.
you're gonna be really impressed here.
It starts to feel like a monastery, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
With a lot of buildings, a lot of things.
Yeah,
Now I'm gonna
yeah.
ask you something. see this, and then get inside this small building.
So there's a big pot there
Okay.
in the ground.
This is a threshold.
Yeah.
This is a paved area. What are those?
Are they quern stones? Are they quern for...
I'm not going to show you, but probably you understand what is this. If you want to do pee or poo-poo.
Is it latrines? It's not latrines.
Then you have to wash your... This is a bathtub.
Oh my goodness.
Then there is a channel that brings everything out.
Yeah.
We have the holes. So let's say the water was going here.
Yeah.
Then from here it goes out. There's an inclination. You see there's another channel that
Oh,
brings
my
everything
goodness.
outside the building.
Yeah. When does this date to? When?
Archaic, 6th century BC. So this is the first lutron that we have.
This is really sophisticated.
Of course.
This is the kind of thing that you expect to find the Romans
And we're
doing.
next to the temple, huh?
Yeah.
So people, the worshippers, what they have to be clean.
Yeah.
What the
yeah.
Muslims do, they wash
Yeah,
it. Exactly.
Where does the water come from? Is there a source on the
There
island?
is, yeah. We have up in the mountains, but we have the systems now that you're gonna be very impressed with that. It's not a small site.
It gets bigger and bigger.
Every year,
Oh my goodness, look at that. So this is a cistern.
yes, for
Uh,
clean water.
And when does this date to?
Archaic, 6th century BC.
Again, really
Again,
early.
all the pottery
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
the construction of the wall.
Yeah. That's incredible.
It's 6 meters deep.
Is there water flowing into it naturally?
Yes, naturally, of course, from these two systems that
Okay.
for the purification of the water.
Yeah.
Then we have a channel of 30 meters. There's another round system. And probably there was a fountain or a spring up in the mountain that was bringing
Yeah,
the water,
yeah.
fresh water.
What are these triangular channels in that wall?
For the water to come inside. And this part, unfortunately, is destroyed. Probably we'll have another channel here. You see, this is slab. So
So
probably
why
there was
are,
another...
are they letting silt settle out of
Exactly.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
to clean the water before it goes to the big system. Probably was
Yeah.
covered with roof tiles because
Yeah,
we found a lot
yeah.
of roof tiles.
I am impressed by the temple. I don't want you to think that I'm not impressed by the temple, but I have seen other temples. I have never seen anything like this. This is incredible.
For this I said you have to see more here. Okay, what do you see here?
A round
Okay.
area. Is it
It's
another
another
cistern?
cistern.
Yeah.
This is the bedrock. You
And
see?
what's this?
Okay, probably the 4 holes.
Yeah.
This is limestone.
Right.
They want to control the water. And
So a
that
kind of sluice, basically.
exactly.
How far up the hill do you think this goes?
Actually, we want to excavate, but it's very difficult. There are more construction here,
Yeah.
and probably the fountain, the spring is up in the mountain.
So you've just got a
So for us, it's very
series
difficult.
of tanks and channels all the way down.
To bring the
mountain.
fresh water.
Yeah, yeah.
But from here, you have a great view of the harbor.
And the temple.
Look, this you have to
The
take.
goats are running out.
goats.
It is brilliant.
It's great. It's
They're happy.
almost 800 goats.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's a wonderful place. Huh?
It's absolutely gorgeous.
Look at the color of the sea inside the harbor and
yeah.
outside. When it's rough,
turquoise and blue out there.
and the sailors would be safe. They could take water, food, and proceed. From here, you can go to Asia Minor, you can go to Crete,
Yeah,
Egypt, Syria, Palestine, North Greece.
Having come here and done your sacrifice to Apollo or Artemis,
Give all
make
the,
sure you're going to be
the
safe.
votive things for
Yeah.
Apollo,
Yeah.
and then continue.
Is that our boat coming?
I think so.
Yeah. Maybe we need
So
to get back down.
we
there.
need, because he's going to leave us here.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'd quite happily stay here.
This is all about no. We can swim, we can do whatever you want.
I mean, it is, it's like a monastery with a church
It's a
and all
monastery,
the associated
exactly. This is a good parallel.
buildings.
A monastery.
Thank you so much, Elmos. That was amazing.
Welcome, it was my pleasure to have
Brilliant,
you
brilliant
here.
sight.
Hope to see you back.
I might have to come back and dig.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank
to see you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
What an incredible sight. Absolutely wonderful. I wonder what they're going to find next.
Ancient Greek culture spread far and wide around the Mediterranean, and I'm on the move again to another country and another continent.
I've left the Cyclades behind and I'm headed now into the northern Aegean and then on to the coast of what was Asia Minor, the coast of the Ionians, who were connected with everybody else around the Aegean through their language and their culture.
From the Cyclades, it's 126 miles and 2 ferries to reach the coast of Turkey.
I've arrived in Turkey on the final leg of my tour around the ancient Aegean, and I'm really excited because I know that some spectacular sights await me, including one that I've always wanted to go to.
My first stop is the ancient Greek temple of Artemis, located near the town of Selçuk.
I've made some notes about the Temple of Artemis here at Selçuk. So I'm going to try to draw it. And these notes are drawn from ancient writers, people like Pausanias, Pliny, Antipater of Sidon, who listed the Temple of Artemis as one of the 7 ancient wonders of the world, and he was very impressed by it. He said, "I've set eyes on the wall of lofty Babylon, on which there is a road for chariots, and the statue of Zeus by the Alpheus, and the hanging gardens, and the Colossus of the Sun, and the huge labour of the high pyramids, and the vast tomb of Mausolus. But when I saw the house of Artemis that mounted to the clouds, those other marvels lost their brilliancy. And I said, lo, apart from Olympus, the sun never looked on aught so grand." So as far as he was concerned, Antipater of Sidon, the Temple of Artemis at Ephesus was the most glorious thing in the ancient world. We are given the impression of a huge temple, absolutely huge, and estimates of its dimensions in terms of the number of columns it had vary. It had 8 or 9 columns across the short side, and then 20 or 21 down the long side. And apparently some of the columns were decorated too. And remember, we're only seeing the outer columns, that there are in fact double rows of columns on each side, and then there are more columns inside. The Temple of Artemis, going back 2,000 years ago. According to Antipater of Sidon, the most magnificent wonder of the ancient world.
I'm meeting up with Azime, a local tour guide.
Riding and cycling. I mean, the press goes through the villages and
Stopping at a cafe.
yeah.
Now, listen, I want to know all about this Temple of Artemis because there's very little of it left now, but it was one of the wonders of the ancient world.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it was the biggest temple of its time.
Yeah.
And doubling the size of the Parthenon in Athens.
Double the size of the
Yes.
Parthenon. I mean, that's enormous. That's absolutely huge.
Yeah, it is. It is huge.
So when's it first built?
The first temple was built 6th century BCE. Then it was burned down by a guy called Herostratus.
I've heard this story. He
Yeah.
climbed up into the rafters and set fire to it. Do you believe it? Do you think that's
Yeah.
do you think that's a
Do you know what I believe?
apocryphal
I
story?
believe there was a gang, helping him.
Yeah.
You know why? Because, the Temple of Artemis was not only a temple, it was also one of the first banks in the world.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
So you think it was a heist?
Yeah, I think so. Because there was a huge, immense treasure kept in the temple of Artemis.
Yeah.
Everyone used to, give their belongings, precious belongings, money, jewelry, etc., to the temple of Artemis.
It's the safest place to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They believed so,
Yeah.
but they lost it.
So after this burning down then, it's then rebuilt?
Yeah, it's rebuilt. And do you know who wanted to be sponsored for that rebuild?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Alexander the Great.
Yes,
And
yes.
and apparently they said no.
Uh-huh.
Because gods can't make a temple for a god.
Yes, exactly.
That sounds like something
Ephesians were
Alexander.
smart, you know?
Yeah, but that sounds like something Alexander would have said. doesn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
He was flattered and he gave up the idea.
And there's a link with Alexander as well in terms of the burning down was meant
Yeah.
to happen at the time he was born.
Yes, exactly. It was burnt down like 356 BC. It's the exact year when Alexander the Great was born. Also, the date is the same.
Yeah.
21st July. So, there was a rumor. The Ephesians said, how come mother goddess like Artemis couldn't protect her temple?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they said because since she was the mother goddess of fertility, so she was in charge of the birth of Alexander the Great in Macedonia.
Oh, so she wasn't here in a temple.
Yeah.
She'd gone off to
Yeah.
help with the birth.
Yeah, that was the excuse.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's amazing myth-making. And tell me about Artemis herself, this goddess.
Ephesian Artemis, she's famous for her fertility and
Yeah.
virginity.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah,
Yes, that's interesting, isn't it?
it is. It is.
Fertility and virginity at the same
Yeah.
time.
Actually, it's the same with the Egyptian goddess Isis or Kubaba, the mother goddess of the Hittitans. They all are virgin,
Yeah.
but they all represent the fertility
At the same time.
at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And please think about Virgin Mary. She's virgin, but she gave birth to Jesus. And when it comes to the postures, we see the similar postures again in the statues of Mother Goddess Artemis and Virgin Mary, like this arms stretched.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting because even though you think it's different religions, there's elements of it that flow through time, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A succession of temples to Artemis were built on this site before it was eventually abandoned. And very little of this once magnificent monument has survived.
Imagine these columns, they were all 18 meters high.
Absolutely enormous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And now you can see we only have one column left from the temple, actually.
With a stalk at the top.
Yeah,
Stork's
yeah.
nest.
We have really
Yeah.
cute storks. They keep coming here every year.
And there's not much of it left, actually. I mean, it looks like a lot of this stone was robbed out by the time it started to be buried.
Yeah, exactly. On the left side of us, there is the Basilica of St. John.
Yeah.
They used the recycled material from the Temple of Artemis
Yeah.
to be able to build that basilica.
Yeah.
And also for all the other constructions surrounding here. Since marble was expensive,
Yeah.
it is still expensive though. So yeah, people took the marble here.
So when did this eventually fall out of use? I mean, is that to do with the rise of Christianity?
Actually, yeah. 4th century AD, Roman Empire
Yeah.
accepted Christianity as their official religion. But before then, they were all pagans.
Yeah.
So here was
yeah.
a pagan pilgrimage center, you know? And
With some Christians in the city in Ephesus. We know that. It was an important early Christian centre.
yes, exactly.
But it's still majority pagan.
Yes, majority pagan.
Yeah.
We had Jews, 50% of the population that were Jews.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you pay your tax, you are free to believe in whatever you would like
But
to
then it
believe.
becomes intolerant. Christianity becomes the state
Yeah.
religion of Rome.
Yeah.
And actually there's an intolerance there and other religions are not allowed.
Yeah,
And
that's
especially
why-
pagan religions are not allowed.
That's why they needed to get rid of this pagan temple as well.
So it's effectively decommissioned at that point.
Yeah, exactly. Please imagine the pillars,
that's been reconstructed, hasn't it?
Yeah. You see it's in pieces and pieces
Yeah,
because it was
yeah.
collapsed because of the earthquakes happened here. Here we're on a fault line, actually.
Right, okay.
Actually,
So it's falling into ruin, you know, going back into antiquity, it's falling into ruin even before Christianity comes to the fore.
Yes, exactly. But
Yeah.
we're kind of lucky that because, I mean, after the temple was collapsed,
Yeah.
it was all covered with soil and earth. So it was preserved by Mother Nature.
And how was it covered up? I mean, are we talking about occupation? Are we talking about occupation levels piling up on top of the temple?
It was silted up, actually.
silted?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
silted up. The Temple of Artemis and the Basilica of St. John, they were all seafront 3,000 years ago.
And now the sea is miles away.
Yeah, 4 miles away.
4 miles away.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just silted up, silted up, silted up.
In 3,000 years, yeah,
Yeah.
it was silted up.
And then the rest of it just falls into ruin and then gets covered up
Yeah,
for centuries.
yeah,
Until
exactly.
it's rediscovered.
It was waiting,
Yeah.
they were all waiting for it to be discovered for
Yeah.
many years.
Artemis is still here.
Yeah.
Next time, I'll be taking the train along the Aegean coast northwards in search of more evidence of ancient Greek culture. I'll take a novel mode of transport to reach another acropolis.
Look at that. Oh my goodness.
I explore the legendary city of Troy.
So the battle would have taken place down
Exactly. Thousands of ships, you know, coming here.
And track down another wonder of the ancient world
there. That is beautiful.
at Ephesus.
It's really a masterpiece.